Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Evil Genius 2, where people cannot get out of our base fast enough. What am I doing? Is it me? Do you think it's me? Seriously though, why? I know I don't mean to harp, I know I've said this a lot, but for real, why on earth, with all of the stuff that we're doing and the mind control ray and everything, why is it beyond us to just purchase a second damn helicopter? We wouldn't even necessarily need a, oh, Eli's, like, already on it. That's wonderful. We wouldn't even necessarily need, like, more helicopter pads or anything. They could just alternate. It seems very resolvable. Alright, yeah, just kill him. Whatever, I don't care. I am beyond caring. Just do whatever you want to the agents. You're in charge. Alright, so we're back up at full... Well, we're at full minions right now, but, like, that's not going to be true for very long. Okay, we're just leaving all of them? I guess they're only taking... It does feel also like, if the helicopter's doing this, it could also just, like, pick up the people that are going over here and fly them over, too? I don't... Okay. Whatever. So, we have to recruit a counter-agent. Sorry, quote-unquote recruit a counter-agent. Did I have a counter-agent mission running already? I think all of the helicopter stuff that we currently have queued up is just upgrading criminal networks, right? I think that's the case. Let's go ahead and commit this. Oh, what am I doing in this region? I have people flying out to actually a different job. Well, the good news is it's a really fast job. The bad news is really going to drive heat up. Okay, where's another place where we could... Oh, no, okay, we do already have people committed on one of these. Well, then I'm glad I didn't do that, I guess.
Training resumed.
God, we have so many... Like, this is it, too, right? This is all we're doing right now, is just waiting for people to fly out. So we have a fair amount of money. Although, it does seem like it's going out pretty quickly, too. Like, we started the episode with way more than this. Am I still purchasing stuff? Doesn't seem like it. Did I... Oh, yes, that's right. Generators. I am still purchasing new generators at quite a rate.
Training resumed.
Okay, once we've done that, we can consider expanding this area if we still need to. I don't actually even know how many... I couldn't tell you how many regions there are on the map, so I don't even know how much signal strength it would take to do all of the upgrades. But we've done quite a few already at this point. We have a lot of the ones that we didn't do queued up already.
A criminal network has been upgraded.
Alright, I do want to commit some more jobs, but I really don't want to do anything until this helicopter flight gets launched. So I guess, for the moment, we wait. Did the helicopter? It did. It left again. It chose to do this job last. Well, to be fair to the helicopter pilot, I do think that that's probably the order that we told them to do the jobs in, at least. I'm pretty sure we did have all of that other stuff queued up first.
Criminal network has been upgraded.
Alright, so let's talk about new upgrades. You're already tier 3. We should probably do a heat reset over here if we can afford to, and probably that's true in North Africa as well. Do your best. Try to get there in time. It is 5 heat. I don't know. It's a little sketchy. Let's maybe let those actually launch before we go doing anything else. Alright, so we're about to have this counter agent, and we're gonna need new training materials, and we definitely don't have any room in the downstairs training room. So, oh right, I'm gonna have to interrogate them first. You would think, the number of times I've done this, that the process would be clear to me. Alright, let the helicopter launch. Take all those spin doctors out and stuff. Do counter agents look cool? They look okay. They look pretty cool, I guess. The science minions are the only ones who really sort of blow my hair back with their designs. Alright. Interrogate. I don't care about the resolve. I do not fear this man.
I discovered something.
Okay, we do have enough money to start another research, but not a tier 4, right? Yeah, these are 88. I mean, there's probably still some stuff in tier 3 that's worth doing. More minion capacity. I assume we're at the like the cap, right? Like this probably can never be improved. Because when we fill up, it says max on it, so that seems not useful. Okay, some of this stuff might be good though. We can start one of these right away. Stationed minions will respond to agents spotted on security cameras. Is this different from the guard table that we have now? It doesn't seem like it would be. Oh, this is good though. That's right. We definitely wanted to build a super serum machine. But that doesn't get us toward... Wasn't it the case that... Yeah, only tier 4 research has increased this bar, right? Okay, well then I guess let's wait a second. Let's get to 88,000 and then we'll queue up something. And then we'll have to wait a little bit, I guess, on actually building the counter-agent training machines. But it probably is a good idea to get the research going. Okay, there we go. So, something at this tier. We got that already. Stats for the genius. It's not horrible. Could you go away, please? Yeah, you know what? Why not? I guess this would have been a good one, too. Probably a better one, actually. Okay, so we need... counter-agent trainers. How large are they? Okay, they're not bad, actually. We can get 3 of those down right now without even expanding the room, and then we can consider. Actually, is there enough room to just, like, cleanly place one here? It's fine. We'll just leave it like it is. So that actually was remarkably straightforward. Oh, right, I need to actually make sure that we have some queued up. So counter agents are specifically operates various cover operation items, increased spotting power. What? Operates various cover operation items, increased spotting power. There's probably supposed to be a period here, is what that means, I think. I don't actually know how valuable counter agents are. I guess let's trade some. Yeah, it doesn't feel like we need a huge amount of this. I don't know. We'll train some and we'll see if we want to increase that number later. I'm leery of increasing the training numbers too much, though, because, like, it's still a good idea to have some workers around right there. Workers are specifically required for some cover stuff, and... Also, it's nice to just have a big supply of normal workers so that when something goes wrong and a bunch of our orange henchmen get killed, we have people to immediately begin training as new orange people. So, now that that's all done, where else do we need to upgrade our criminal networks? We're looking for other 2s. That's a 2. What's running in this region right now? Just a heat reset. Well, I suppose I ought to let it finish. This has nothing running. Definitely upgrade that. I do feel like we've gotten a lot of them. Okay, this is just a heat reset that has gotten rid of all of the heat. We're not currently running anything here. So yeah, we're gonna have the whole world on level 3 before too much longer. We are gonna have to build some more consoles, though, I think.
Training has stalled.
Nope, we're not doing anything right here right now. Okay. So, there was another one over there that we were looking at. It's 2. But yeah, it sort of looks like maybe there's actually only 2 regions that are still level 2. That's cool. We're getting close. And then obviously, we still need to build more broadcast strength because level 4 upgrades are available. So, let's do that. That seems like the thing to do now with our dollars.
Research has been paused.
And in general, just like continuing to research and probably purchasing some more of the advanced research machines, right?
Training has stalled.
So let's see, we can expand through all of this space. Generates more intel. We do need more intel generation, pretty much always. But also... Okay, so... I do feel a little annoyed that this isn't flush with the wall. It shouldn't bother me, but it does.
scheme has succeeded.
And there's a hard cap, right, on how much broadcast strength we actually need, and I probably could just calculate it, but also I'm not
Criminal
going to.
network has been upgraded.
Why? Laziness,
Research
mostly.
has resumed.
Alright, let's just do this for right now. 288 power. Okay. Let's also expand the generator room. Now there is another type of generator available, right? That we could build, or that we could research. And I didn't do it because I was like, man, we have enough power. And that's foolish. That's foolishness on my part. I should have known better. That's a ridiculous thing to say. Alright, we only need to get one of these built before all of those get installed in order to maintain the, power the whole time. So I will just trust that my minions will figure that out. I will just trust that they will do that job without my intervention. That's me being hopeful, for sure. And then once this last flight is out, I guess we can just commit to some money making. Let's just do some dollar jobs. Oh, that's an invitation. Let's not do that. That is $615,000. I'm cool with that one. 25 intel. It's a lot of workers and a lot of advanced workers, and it is going to overheat the region. But it's not going to overheat the region until after we get a considerable amount of cash out of it. So for the moment, I'm cool.
Steal some from the world.
That's what people are always saying about me. They're always saying, "Oh, that SB, just an extremely cool cat." People describe. I'm always uncomfortable when people describe me as a cat, but you know. Does that seem strange to anyone else when people do that? I've always thought that was super fucking weird. This is, yeah, that's not a heat reduction. So this region just doesn't have. You don't really hear people do it that much anymore, unless you listen to My Brother, and Me, where Justin does it like all the time for some reason. Yeah, that's a lot of money too. Okay. We're going to use science to gather so many dollars.
Training has stalled.
Alright, cover agent training is going on. What are we doing exactly?
Research has been paused.
Okay. You're a very interrogation focused minion. Weird. What a weird thing. Alright. Well, they're doing it. Should we have, like, stat resetting stuff up here? I don't know, probably, but if I do that, then it's going to slow down the construction of all this other stuff, so let's not worry about it. And then, yeah, at this point, for the moment, all of our money is just, like, aimed at research, probably. Building more research structures and actually paying the starting costs for researches. And I don't really feel like we're in any kind of danger or anything. I do sort of wonder. So we're playing on hard, right? But, like I was saying last episode, I have never felt like there was really any risk that we might lose or get into an unrecoverable situation. So I sort of wonder what, oh hey, $40,000 immediately. Also, some new items.
At last, I have my very own agent. Oh, how the tables have turned. Say something, agent.
Eagle to Sparrow, code word Monarch is status green.
I don't understand any of it. Say something else.
Monarch is status red. Repeat, Monarch is red. Situation foobar. Need extraction route.
I imagine a lot of people feel like this during conversations with Salika.
Get out of my sight and do some espionage before you make me even angrier.
Also, I have had some frustrated and unkind things to say about some of the conversations and the voice acting and stuff, but I will say, I actually really like all of Salika's line reads and stuff. I think her voice actress has done a great job. She's really projecting that sort of like super goofy spy-fi thing that they're going for. Anyway, so what I was saying is I kind of wonder if the difficulties, like it could not, in a very real sense, it could not get any easier than it currently is, right? So I sort of wonder if the difficulties in this game, as they are listed out, are less about difficulty and more about time. Like, when I hit hard, was I actually just picking slow? Because if so, they should probably, you know... Like, is it just a matter of, like, everything's more expensive and things take longer? I don't remember what it said on the difficulty screen, but I bet that that's basically what it is. I don't know, it probably affects heat generation and thus changes the amount of agents you get, but, like, how many agents would you have to get for the game to actually be... for you to be in danger, right? It's a lot. Like, a lot more than we're currently getting, that's for sure. How are these agents doing in our base? Okay, they're getting countered. Okay, 10 resolve reduction per interaction. So yeah, it's just like, it takes a lot of interactions to get them run off, but they do get interacted enough. I will say, it's still not really clear to me. Also, we should be starting a new side story. It's still not really clear to me why sometimes they get escorted out. Sometimes they allow themselves to be escorted out of the base. And sometimes they fight when we try to escort them out, and I wish that the game made that more obvious. Like, that information exists. I'm sure I could go look it up on the internet. But, like, why doesn't the game tell me? Alright, we gotta pick up a new loot item. So do we want a giant block of ice? I mean, it's fine. It's not exciting. Two-Faced. Is this gonna be a giant coin? Oh, no. Okay. Henry Jekyll. One of the only scientific minds you respect is Dr. Henry Jekyll. You've heard his serum increases vitality at the cost of an empowered evil side. But you're already evil, aren't you? You know, it's a good point.
Boss, I wanted to report something unusual. Yesterday I received a call from Dr. Henry Jekyll.
The doctor. I've heard of him. He does some interesting work in chemistry. Why do I care?
He wanted my help fixing his potion. You know, the potion.
Interesting. That serum is an unparalleled vitality booster. It could make me far more formidable. Agree to take the meeting with the good doctor. I will see to the rest.
So they've said vitality several times. I'm hoping that it turns out that it gives me, like, the ability to Hulk out or something, instead of just being a big boost to my genius's maximum HP. But I'm a little worried that that is, in fact, exactly what it's going to be. Alright, let's finish our current research, and then we'll jump on that. I think the loot items are one of the coolest things in the game. Like, the fact that there's a bunch of different loot items, they actually do have different effects and stuff, and, like, there's some really interesting design. The side stories for getting them are cool. I wish they were a bigger focus. I don't know how exactly you would do that within, you know, sort of the framework that has been created here, but I do think that they're maybe the best part of the game. Like, sending people out on schemes and stuff is the cool part. But I feel like I spend a lot of time just kind of sitting here making sure agents are ushered out of my base. And rarely, sadly, in the fun way by using traps on them. Hey, my dude, could you just teleport over here and handle this? Feel my wrinkled fist. You know, every once in a while, a video game puts a completely new sentence into your head. Literally never, I think, have I heard someone say a thing like that before. Alright, how's the upstairs stuff going? Have we delivered at least one generator? We haven't. I'm a little concerned. I think the problem is these are the same price as the generators, aren't they? I have concerns. Never mind. I don't have concerns. Jubei is everywhere at all times, and he's amazing. Are you going to allow yourself to be walked out? Is this going to become a thing? Okay. Because I will kill you. We will just kill you. We do it all the time. It's not a big deal. So yeah, I think we have a pretty poor research rate modifier on stuff that... Oh no, this is a centrifuge-based research. Okay, so we're okay on that. With with the older machines, we have a better research speed because we just have a larger number of the appropriate item. Centrifuges we have quite a few. We still could use more, and then we need a lot of these. I think we have enough of these things now. But yeah, it does seem like we're going to be maybe blocked by research for quite a while. That's going to be our bottleneck. Do we have enough high-level scientists to use the high-level science thing? Yeah, okay. I'm assuming that quantum chemists can do anything biologists can do. That they don't have to be specifically biologists working at the machines, but honestly, maybe that's not true, because every machine here is being currently operated by exactly the type of minion. Well, whatever. We have 10 of them. So, or we have 10 biologists, and we don't have 10 centrifuges anyway, so it's not going to be a problem. Tell me this is cheap. Alright, beautiful. Wonderful work. You know who Henry Jekyll is by reputation, but it wouldn't hurt to know more specifics before you meet with him. I think that's a very good idea.
Research has begun.
Alright. Okay, one of the generators was placed. That's enough power to cover this stuff. Boy, and it was not a moment too soon, was it?
Training resumed.
Or wait, no, sorry, none of these are all new. So yeah, there's been a bunch of generators placed. I was looking at the power thing and going, that doesn't quite add up. When we go to place more science machines, we are, of course, going to need a hell of a lot more power. So maybe the upgraded power thing is, in fact, the thing we should be doing, the next research we should be doing after we finish this. How did this person get 10 what? Y'all, do something. Why am I not allowed to tag you? Oh, because you were killed by the lasers, right. Okay. Hey, look at that. The traps are doing something. Maybe that guy did not appear to have a tag because by the time I clicked on him, he was already in his death animation. It is weird, though. Like, how did he get into the base far enough? Especially just like a random level 2 investigator. Okay, so we're back up at max minions. I suppose I should be sending people out. Like, we have a lot of money coming in at the moment, but obviously, like, it's never quite enough, is it? Also, we do have to actually start this. I think this is the last tier 2 left on the map. Can I? Yeah, okay, if we zoom out, it's even clearer. No, that is not the last tier 2 left on the map. There's also one down here. Alright, get those sorted. We're actually bringing in the intel at a rate that is, like, not a problem. For the moment. You're done, but no other missions have spawned in the area. Science dollars? Hell yeah, science dollars. 25 intel is a little harsh, but it's a reasonable rate of return at least. Let's try to manage our heat a little bit instead of always just getting agented. Ah, man, the only heat reset here is the fast one. Alright. Fine.
A scheme has succeeded.
Alright, hopefully we'll get a decent money-making scheme available over there soon. 70 heat for 5 intel. Alright. Trying to manage heat in some places, definitely intentionally obliterating our heat limits in other places. It's a delicate balance. Oh, hey, 2 helicopters. Look at that. When did that happen? Did we actually get a helicopter upgrade at some point? So we should probably reset heat over here.
Research has been paused.
Oh, we definitely need to reset over here, and it looks like I'll try to be patient on that. We'll see if one of the slow heat resets pops up before it hits the cap. I don't really want to burn another 25 intel if we don't have to. What about over here? Ah, I've run us out of spin doctors, is what about over here. Well, whatever. They're constantly training. It'll be fine. They are constantly training, right? I guess What are my spin doctor counts set at? Because, like, at this point, this is the primary, sort of our primary unit of world map heat reduction. So maybe we should up the count a little bit. They're very good at the job, right? You can't argue with that. So hopefully we can get one more training finished here in a moment. Alright, throw that on the queue. And yeah, I mean, it does seem like people are getting sent out for missions considerably faster than they used to be. So I think at some point we legitimately did get a mechanical, like an upgrade to our helicopter mechanics. And they just never told us. Alright. So, we don't have the money to start a new good research. We know which one we want, so we'll figure that out. Now we gotta go and see about Mr. Jekyll. Making a house call, get it? Because he's like a doctor. Unfortunately, we just started a slow heat reduction in this region, and the heat here is very high. So I think maybe the thing that makes sense to do here is just wait. We could do that. We could just drop it to do the fast heat reduction and then get on this. And I guess this is our bottleneck. That's going to be 40 intel, and also we just threw away 3 spin doctors, which, as I was just discussing, are a valuable resource. But yeah, I guess so.
A scheme has succeeded.
Right, this is the only thing that we have as an objective right now. I suppose it's worth doing. 10 intel for 60k, no thanks. Are we clear on all the, okay, yes. All that stuff is done, so for the moment, all of our outgoing money is just research related. But I am kind of thinking about maybe installing some more training stuff. Okay, so now that we have that up, absolutely.
Research has begun.
Get me fusion generators. And then I was thinking about something else too. What was I about to talk about spending money on? I've already lost it. Oh, right, Intel. The upgraded Intel consoles. Does it say how much more effective they are? No, it just says generates Intel. I do really... Boy, the dog is going nuts in the other room. She probably saw any living being in the yard. She has a real problem with that. I'm not a big fan of living things. Boy, there's just like, there's not going to be any way to tell, right? Whether this is providing, like how much value this is providing beyond the default. Because it doesn't give us, neither one of them give us rate indicators. Do we see, when people are working on the Intel consoles, do we actually see the little Intel values pop up off of them maybe? Because that would be a handy way to tell. If, like, we get a +1 occasionally here, and then we could see a +4 there or something. But no, it looks like our Intel value is going up from people working the consoles, and we're just not. So there's absolutely no way to know if it's worth doing the replacement.
Another experiment requires my attention.
Rough, man. I think one of the things this game is worst at is letting me know exactly what is going on. And I know that there's a lot of, okay, we did the thing. I know that there's a lot going on. It would not be easy to communicate all this information, but boy, it sure is a bummer that I feel like I never know what the right decision is because I just don't have data. Mr. Hyde is a far more formidable foe than his alter ego. Your run-of-the-mill minion won't be able to keep up with him, especially train a 5-person hit squad to pursue the man. So that is just train 5 hitmen in the lair? So we need 5 hitmen to die, really, right? Because we're at... Okay, do we have world map stuff that costs hitmen? Can we send some hitmen out on missions, maybe? Guard, mercenary... I mean, I could just temporarily increase the hitman limit by 5. It's not how I want to do it, but I think that is how we're going to have to do it. Yeah, okay. Annoying, but fine. And then we'll just adjust that back down, because we probably already have too many orange minions in the base, just because I was nervous for a long time. We probably are cool to pull those numbers back, especially since we now have three henchmen who are much, much better at fighting. So is there anything else that we desperately need to be doing? Not really. I guess we're just, for right now, we're just on heat management, I think. Still, over here, no good options. What a nightmare. Alright, we had another really high heat area over here somewhere. Yes, this.
Training has stalled.
Okay, you're already working on that one. Once again, we are just a little bit low on spin doctors. Alright, hear me out. We dress up some minions as time travelers and have them cause chaos. Is there a real plan? No, but that's the best part. Okay, everybody's paying too much attention to the apparent existence of time travel to notice my plots. Okay. I guess that's an idea. That is a thing that at least kind of has the shape of an idea. I really wish I could just turn this stuff off. Right? I looked in the sound menu. There's no way to just turn the audio for those notifications off. There are some things that let you legal options. Huh. Okay. Weird. There are definitely some call out. Yeah, like you can change the duration of the call outs, but you can't make them not call out. Because, like, we are constantly not really receiving information, right? Is this a thing I can set to scientist mode? Okay, I can set this to biologist mode specifically. And, like, when you mouse over this, it doesn't tell you, will this be more effective, or am I just changing the type of minion that can be set to it? Because it makes a certain kind of intuitive sense for the people with training to be better at that job, right? But the answer, as always, in Evil Genius is a shrug and a who knows from the UI. Alright, so our last two hitmen are training. And I guess we just wait. We've done a lot of things to bring in a lot of money. So I guess, yeah, we can go and install some more science stuff. And there's no reason not to have 10 centrifuges, right? And apparently we're still going to be using them for research for some time. So that's another 40 heat.
Training resumed.
Okay. 40 power, so 60 power in total. I think that should be fine. Complete research project, lab location. Well, we'll get right on it. It is a mere 27,000 gold. Mr. Hyde is a different man than Dr. Jekyll, but they share some habits in common. Take what you know about Jekyll's behaviors and extrapolate the location of Hyde's secret lab. I sort of wish that there was more, like, some of the things they describe as part of the researches and part of the world map operations and stuff. Sounds like it would be fun to actually do. Okay, so we'll have all those. Yeah, I guess I didn't realize that the higher level scientists weren't going to be able to do the work of biologists, because that doesn't really... They train from biologists, right? All of them have that training. Yeah. So it feels very strange to me that the quantum chemists can't do biology work on the biology machines.
Training resumed.
I think we are, in fact, going to come over here. We're going to turn the number of biologists in the base up, and I'm just going to decrease the amount of muscle that we have sitting around. We probably don't need 30 mercenaries. Like, for combat purposes, I always want them to train up into martial artist or hitman. And then, like, sometimes we need them for the world map. But we don't need to have a ton. Yeah, I'll just do... This is how we'll leave this for right now. And it'll take a while for those numbers to level out, obviously. Okay, we still have one more request waiting. Let's just continue managing heat for the moment. We can never tell where we will suddenly need to do a heist. Is there anything fun available here? 30 intel for $120,000 seems like not even worth the effort. Yeah, it's not a very compelling area right now. This, on the other hand, this is compelling. Just raise the heat and then lower the heat, and then raise the heat and then lower the heat. Boy, I just reset. Didn't I just fire a heat reset here? Is it... We saw it go down, so is it just that when the agent is around, they generate tons and tons and tons of heat, or did he cancel the operation or something? I thought we saw the number actually going down. And again, this is all stuff where, like, I have to kind of feel this out because there's very little information and feedback from the game. So, like, I assume it will not be worth it to send agents over here. Because there is a... Or to send minions over here, because there's a super agent over there. So we'll just work around them and hope they don't move into a currently running operation. But also in a very real sense, like, I'm engaging with this system mostly because it feels like I should. In a very real sense, we don't have to do anything. Because we'll just kill the the minions when they, or the agents when they show up. So right now what we're mostly doing is just waiting on tech. Look at all that tech. Look at it all go. Look how spinny they are. I do like the fact that almost all of our advanced technology is just test tubes, but like bigger. But what if you just made them bigger? Look, I don't know what science looks like, but everybody gets a test tube. I'm a little surprised there aren't any Bunsen burners involved, actually. And I guess we could build some more supercomputers. I assume that'll be pretty fast. I guess let's build some more supercomputers for the supercomputer level technologies that we are going to be working on at some point. This is a little bit of a weird one with the three-sided machines. Confirm all that. This is the stuff we can't dig yet, right? So yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to wait. We're working toward it. Someday we will be able to dig through that kind of rock.
A scheme has succeeded.
And I will say that just like the gold just disappearing from the gold pallets looks a little janky, but I'm really glad that they do just have the money up here and disappear rather than having to have minions like move it around. Because imagine how much more time that would add with how complex our minions' jobs are and how bad they are at prioritizing things already. Do we need to send people out on anything else? Waiting for people on that. Feels like right now, yeah, just like gathering money and maintaining low heat levels are basically the only things that matter. We have the ability to go to upgrade to level 4 in places, and maybe that's a smart thing to do. Just get more passive income. And, of course, more heat capacity. And even better quality schemes. So we could upgrade 11 of our regions to this currently. We don't have the intel for that, but... Yeah, I guess let's get started. But let's get started in places where we don't currently have hostile agents, and also I'm not currently running schemes, which is that anywhere? Am I running schemes in every place that there isn't an agent? Oh yeah, at some point we have to try to finish off Symmetry too, just to see what that's like. Well, once we get through this loot thing. Here's a place where we could do an upgrade. Here we were just heat managing, we can cut that. We don't have anything running here. This is heat management, which we probably ought to let finish. This is doing important dollar stuff.
Scheme has succeeded.
I mean, it's fine. We can just do the upgrades in the places where there are agents. At the very least, they'll lock down less frequently. And the agents move around sometimes. We're not seeing a lot of that happening right now, but we know, like, Symmetry at least was bouncing around when we were trying to chase her down. Yeah, probably let all that finish. It's okay. We have enough stuff committed. And we're working hard on those lab locations with our Okay, see, that's a biologist working at a data bank, which is a scientist level. Okay, it actually says on it, if you click on anything, it says which workers can work on it. That's true. That's a thing I knew. Is it the case that this... Okay, you should be able to have quantum scientists work on those. I don't know why they won't. In fact, even the low-level scientists can work on the high-level machines. Is it set by the technology? Hold on. Yeah, because this says biologist. So, it's combining one biologist and one data bank. Okay, so for each technology, the combination is different. It's weird. It's weird that that works that way.
Training has stalled.
Well, whatever. It's fine. We're going to have lots and lots of scientists of all types. It will get handled. Did we... Yes, we did reset Zalika's stuff already. I should make sure to have her run back up here and get back to work.
Nothing is certain but my success. Because I said so.
Because we are always going to need lots and lots and lots of intel.
Training has stalled.
So, Tiffany, the dog, in the other room, who is having some things to say today, she has this thing. She has this nemesis, I guess you would say. There's this squirrel that sometimes sits out in the yard, and it just... If she's out there, the squirrel will, like, walk right up to the fence and just stare at her through it, and she goes nuts. She cannot stand that. And now, whenever she sees the squirrel, just, like, through the back window, she has to let us know. That's a lot of Tiffany's barking is just like, oh my god, you guys, that squirrel's out there again. And I just, like, I feel bad for her, because, like, what am I going to do? I know she wants me to intervene. She wants me to make the squirrel stop being there, or she wants me to let her loose on the squirrel. Obviously, I'm not going to do any of those things.
More scientists have made a breakthrough.
But I feel bad, you know? Like, she is clearly calling out to me for help. She's like, human, you got to do this. I know you can help with this. Your powers are beyond even my understanding, but I know that you can help with this. And I feel bad just, like, looking at her and going, I don't know, you gotta live with it. You just gotta deal, man. That's the way things are gonna be. Alright, go appropriate his technology so you can replicate his experiments without his help. I guess that's the way we could do that. Like, why? But why not just invite him in? Honestly, why isn't Mr. Hyde a henchman? He's a public domain character, right? Ooh, maybe... He must be, given the age of that story. Maybe not, though. Maybe there's some weird kind of licensing issue that prevents him from being available as a character. Because it does seem like he'd be a cool henchman, right? He could, like, help you with research, and then he could have a button on him that makes him drink the serum and turn into fight mode. I don't know. I guess they don't want there to be... Probably they don't want there to be minions or henchmen who are functionally other type of minions. I mean, like... Iris is sort of like that, though, right? Iris is pretty much a, like a purple minion. I don't know. Whatever. So, sorry. The research we're doing right now is clever disguises. That's our plan. Yep. Provides your minions with all manner of false glasses, wigs, and forged documents. Okay. Alright, I guess that's a reasonable way for heat to be managed. So after we do this, we're going to need one more Tier 4 research, and unfortunately, we don't actually have that many of them unlocked.
Something is wrong with
I guess we're going to do the Genius Improvement Program, probably. So, basement. We have money problems. The classic problem of too much money. Well, we can start, you know what we can do? We can start replacing generators with the new generator tech. Let's do that. Alright, so let's say we sell these. How big is the new generator tech? Okay, it's a little bit larger. It generates twice as much power. So, we actually... hold on. Revert. How do I want to do this? Because we need to get a couple of the new generators in place before we sell anything, because we are at exactly 0 power right now, apparently. I did not realize that that was the case. We don't have a ton of space to dig out. Okay, we can dig out a little bit more generator space over here. Let's install a couple of the new generators. Right, I can jam a couple of them in this back corner, right? We'll install a couple of the new generators. Boy, one. They're just very large and awkward. We'll do that. We'll also fast hire workers a little bit so that we can continue to get benefit from money coming in. And then we'll install a generator and then drop 2 of these and then install 2 more new generators. I guess I can dig out some more space over here for this. Alright. New generators, and then we'll figure out the rest of the stuff. So I guess lay them down like this. This is going to be kind of a weird situation for a little bit as we figure things out. Because it's going to affect the place where the aisles are, right? In all of our generator spots.
Either the minions or the training room, boss.
Okay, we just spent all of our money? All of it simultaneously to... Wait, what? To do what?
Training resumed.
It's not clear to me why our dollars went to 0 suddenly. I mean, whatever. We have money coming in quickly enough that it won't be an issue, but we certainly didn't...
Training resumed.
Huh. Charts? Can I... Again, just sort of like a hard... Like, what was it that caused that purchase? Do I have a purchase history? Yes. Okay. It doesn't say. It just doesn't say what happened. Maybe a world map thing? Okay, whatever. Alright, so we gotta steal some equipment on the world stage. Do we... You know what we're doing here? Okay. 10 hitmen, 5 biologists. Go for it. Cancel the existing plan. Just go do the thing. And we still have the capacity for upgrading an awful lot of... Sorry, we have the capacity for upgrading 2 more regions to the next tier. What is currently running? Let that finish. This has nothing currently running. Upgrade that. And this is just a heat reduction operation. Okay.
Training has stalled.
So once we get some more of this of the generators up, then we can start building more broadcast stations, right?
Research has been paused.
Yeah, we don't have any like people in our base stealing our money or anything. Huh? I'm
Something is wrong with either the minions or the
really not
training
clear on
room,
where that
boss.
huge amount of money went. And again, like the game, it gives you no way to interact with the information. It gives you no way to know stuff. It doesn't matter, because all of our, like to some extent, all of our resource levels are temporal problems at worst. But I still would like to know. Alright, so we did get some new item types. We also got lots and lots of new decor, and I've paid no attention to the decor. Okay, so there's the slippery floor trap, which we've never set up, because
Something is wrong with either
kinda
the
just don't need
minions
to.
or the training room, boss.
so we can improve our health restoration. We can, like, all these decor items do stuff, right? So broken toilet just for no reason.
Criminal network has been upgraded.
But yeah, like, it's just the drain on our minion stats is not big enough for it to matter. And we could increase the speed of training with some of this stuff, right? Just have things around that slow stat drain, and then people wouldn't need to go and refill their things elsewhere. But, like, kind of who cares? Alright, so Jekyll's potion can be weaponized into a gas you can use to defend your lair. Oh, is that how we're gonna do this? Alright, we gotta test Jekyll's potion in the lair. What manner of machine do we use to do that? It actually doesn't... Okay, it doesn't say. I'm sure... Is it... we test it before we just pump it through the entire base, right? So it's not telling me to go on high alert and it'll dump it into the air vents, but like it doesn't actually indicate what we would use to test it.
Training has stalled.
Hold on a second. What is the next step? Luckily, you have no shortage of volunteers. Is it a trap? Is it like an object? Oh, it's a loot item. Just one sip is all it takes to unleash your inner monster. Side effects include hair loss and fear of words. Will not work on those who have an outer monster. So I can just put this anywhere. And if we're talking about using it to defend the lair, I guess you want to put it near the front of the base. Can I just put it in the hall? No. Yeah, I can put it like right here though. I could just have a potion station right there. Let's do that.
Training resumed.
So people can just run over and get a quick drink of potion whenever stuff pops off at the door of the base, as it so frequently does. And it's not that far from the stairs either. It's a good thing I accidentally zoned part of this hallway as interrogation room. Alright. Somebody come over here and drink this.
No one comes in like wrecking Bola.
Okay, we're about to have a super agent around, so this could be really good for this, actually. How you doing there, buddy? A really huge number of my minions see dead people. I feel like every time we click on somebody, they have that trait. It's very strange. Are you doing okay? How's this going? Okay, it makes you sort of turn and flex a lot. It's not exactly what we're looking for. Okay, I guess we're good. Hooray! 20 intel, the only resource we always need.
Good news, boss. Void is ready to start the Doomsday program.
Excellent. What are you doing still standing there? Get to it.
There's just one thing. It seems to require constant personal contact with the victims.
Users. We call them users.
Right, users. But we don't have a portable version of Void.
Those watches the agents were using. I think something like that would work nicely.
Okay, yeah, that's a real plan. So it doesn't really make it. Yeah, okay, it's something that's used by workers, and I guess they'll just like run over here when it's time to fight. And if I hit high alert, maybe, I don't know, whatever. I was kind of hoping that it would just give me a button on my Genius where I could just like drink the thing and go nuts. But fine.
Task complete.
So, what do we need to do here? Well, one thing we can do is just hire. That'll give us some place for income to occur. And then, okay, so we have a little bit of excess power. A little huge amount of excess power. So let's start selling and refilling with the new thing. So we can't afford to sell too much all at once. This'll be the cap on that. And then building the new generators. Yeah, this is going to be a slow process. Oh, I guess, yeah, I don't want them flush with the wall. We want at least one tile in front of them. Because in theory, eventually, this will be our whole power situation will be run by these. And we'll have to actually run down there to be able to access the aisles.
You're running low on power. Build
I'm working
more
on it.
Generators.
So wait, our power just dropped to 0 again while these generators are still in the base? Let's turn off a bunch of science machines. There's a bunch of science machines we definitely don't need running right now.
Your vaults are almost full.
Right, like we don't need any of the impact analyzers turned on at the moment. That'll give us some room to establish a buffer. Although not that much room. Well, hopefully this will be good enough. Listen, if the power goes out briefly, it's not a big deal. It's not like we have anybody in the containment cells or anything, so... And we do have the capacitors, right? Yeah, our vaults will get empty real quick in a second here. Okay, so we gotta steal some watch schematics on the world stage while this is happening. Where do we have... Nope, that's Olga. Where are my watch schematics? Here we go. Heat to region 30, totally acceptable. Unfortunately, no fun description on that at all. Now, also, while we're waiting, we can definitely... Oh no, we cannot send out any upgrades. Okay, well... I don't want to install new consoles until we have the power situation worked out. So I guess let's just keep a real close eye on this. We'll get this whole room converted, and then we'll start thinking about the next thing. Okay, a mere 20,000 each.
Your votes are full.
Terrorizing stuff technique.
Okay, he's kicking somebody's ass.
To be a challenge?
Ah,
I'd have had a time
that's
getting
right. I
that
totally forgot that she was going to show up.
Power
So first of all, you enter flow mode. Secondly, other henchmen. Could you maybe help out just like a little bit? Just like a little tiny bit?
I'm intrigued.
May as well have Zalika show up too, although I think there's a pretty good chance that the situation's going to be resolved by the time she gets there. And then, is anybody going to take the serum, or...
home in time for breakfast.
I don't have a way of indicating to them to do so. I guess I could go on high alert. Let's see if they'll do it if we go on high alert.
Am I supposed to be laughing? This is the best you got? I'm listening.
Jubei has been electrocuted. Okay, yeah.
Barely rumpled my
A mercenary just did the thing. The fumes from the potions have turned this person mad. Is that... okay, is that good? Are we concerned about that? They seem to just be standing there. Are they gonna go fight? Okay, here we go.
A lot held this time, but nothing
Oh,
lasts.
nope, I don't know what the... I don't know what the hell they're doing. Alright, turn off high alert.
Adversary. Your henchman is in combat.
Is Jubei's health bad? No, he's fine. I just got a your henchman is in danger notification, right? No, it doesn't seem... it seems like we're all fine, actually.
Calculated your odds of winning.
Alright, just kill a bunch of people. Yeah. Get it handled.
With either the minions or the training.
Did Zalika run into melee? Is that... where is she right now?
Need anything? Let's proceed.
She sure did.
So that coming.
Sometimes she just wants to punch, you know? I get it. I myself experienced this affliction. So you get frustrated with your problems and you just want to punch them.
Training has
Okay, Eli has taken a considerable amount of damage. Let's have Eli reset.
Well, time to rest my feet.
How's everybody else doing? You know what, you could come and chill too.
process I require.
Let's all just, as a group, let's all just go and have a reset. Actually, never mind. Zalika does not need. She's at full everything. Okay, what are we doing? I got distracted. We're trying to steal some watch schematics. I did send that mission out already. Power stuff. Power stuff is what we're doing then. Alright, I think we can just dump this whole room at this point. Let's let time keep ticking forward, because we do have other stuff going on. I think we've got this situation under control. And then once this room is totally flipped over to the new generators, it will provide the power necessary to make it easy for us to do this in the other rooms as well. Damn it. There we go. Nope, didn't space it correctly, because of course I didn't.
Your votes
Alright, confirm all that stuff. And then
You're
move
in
things over to
emergency
here.
Power.
Alright, emergency power will be fine for a minute.
Votes are full.
So we need one more thing here. And I guess we'll take this
Search has begun.
just to avoid having to do more research to set up our research. Hopefully they will get that sorted
Something is
quickly.
wrong with either the minions
And we
or
only
the
need to get a
training
couple of
robots.
these new generators installed, right?
You've run out of power. Build more generators. Training has stalled.
Well, yeah, I imagine a lot of the science training equipment probably requires power. That's my suspicion.
Research has been paused.
Okay, we're good. How are we
Something is
doing?
wrong with either the minions
Huh.
or the training room, boss.
None of our henchmen
Research
actually
is
got down
resumed.
here. Oh, they're all okay. They're working on it, and they'll disengage from the table automatically when their stats are good, right? Because
I'm listening.
the genius never goes anywhere without my say-so. But I think the henchmen just walk around naturally. Oh, so she's back in position probably. Yeah, let's
This is
make sure people are working the
crucial
intel
to my
consoles.
success.
Okay. So how's all this going? The answer is dollars are needed. Okay. Well, I'd like to get this stuff installed before we break for the day, because, like, this is pretty critical to our lab, or to our base infrastructure. But yeah, I think once these are all up, we will have so much surplus power that we'll be able to just pull probably this whole generator room and then, you know, fix it. It's been a mess for a long time. Unfortunately, we're still not in a place where we can actually dig out all the space around it, which would make it a lot easier to organize the damn thing. Do we have dollar income missions running everywhere that we reasonably could? That's still a pretty bad intel to dollars rate. What is this? Oh, that's hire biologists. Who would do such a thing? I need... there's kind of a lot of heat here. But also, that's a lot of money. You know what? Go ahead and launch that.
Your minions are in combat.
We'll lock down the region before it finishes, but it'll get us a lot of cash on the way there. And then apparently I need to go and pay attention to what's going on in the base, because apparently it's something. There are things occurring. Yeah, just go ahead and reset heat here. We can also start another side story. I wasn't really thinking about that, but we should absolutely do that. Yeah, turn that intel into money. And also, let's go ahead and hit the side story button, because otherwise I just will not remember. Where is the one related to Symmetry? Where in the world is Symmetry? I mean, I can see her right now. I know where she is. Symmetry has made you her top priority and is attempting to sabotage your criminal networks. Intercede and bring her down. I would love to actually bring her down.
Hey.
We're just going to skip all of this, because I can't with her voice acting. Okay, oppose Symmetry on the world stage. I do love to do that. That sounds like exactly my deal. So 30 heat to this region. Is this a place where I just started a thing? No, we don't have anything running. A politician you had blackmail material on has mysteriously stopped cooperating with you. Well, we'll solve that problem with nunchucks. How else would you solve it? It doesn't really even make any sense to do it any other way. That's just an invitation. So I'm assuming that this is a thing where we're just going to have to oppose her where she is, so we have to do these 3 missions in sequence, not in tandem. Oh, maybe I'm wrong, though. This is also an opposed Symmetry mission. Okay. The theft of a rare painting has been linked to you, and for once you're not responsible. Oh, she's just doing crimes and blaming me at this point. Ah, super agents. They're all the same. That's a real Agent X type of maneuver. So we are flying somebody out to do a thing here already. Can I oppose her in another... I mean, I assume it's going to have to all be Anvil regions, right? This is still Anvil, though. Is there... No, there's not an oppose her here thing. Well... I suppose we could just cut this other mission we already sent people out on. I also could just be patient a little bit, though. Yeah, we'll resolve this problem that way. Okay, what's going on? Who's fighting what now? There's a single guy who is causing issues. I mean,
That intruder is
just deal with it. You guys have it, right? Tell me you have it. Tell me it's under control. Okay, he did kill another one of us on the way, but yeah, it's fine. The training will get done. So, okay, this guy allowed himself to be walked out while he still had a ton of skill and a ton of resolve, and he's quite high level. I had sort of been theorizing that it had something to do with those values, but apparently, like, when they decide to fight us instead of leaving, but apparently not, or they have to be higher than that in order to trigger that response. I don't know, man. I don't know how any of this stuff in this game works. Anyway, I think this is probably where we're going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, maybe we're finally killing Symmetry, fingers crossed, and we'll see you then.